And David up.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. Porzingis passes to Doncic. From deep three-point range, Powell pulls it in.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Kept alive. Lillard outside. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. And tonight, a battle between conference rivals. These teams, Brent, know each other very well.
There are very few surprises for either opponent tonight in this game, Kevin. I think they actually send Christmas cards to one another. They know each other that well. Who is going to execute when it matters? That's going to be the difference.
Kleba finds Porzingis. Doncic against Lillard. Doncic passes to Porzingis, and that one good.
Porzingis playing with some heart now, never giving up or into the defense, muscling through that difficult shot.
Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard from outside the arc. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic left side. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
And it's McCollum in the corner. Outside Covington. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Lillard. Launches it. Hands it from downtown.
And maybe a deep breath moment for them. They're now 1 for 4 to start the game.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Doncic dishes to Hardaway. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard attacking. It's McCollum on the wing. Back to Lillard. Shoots from the corner. And that one goes long.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
The pass to Kleba. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. Porzingis passes to Doncic. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. And a wide open look for McCollum. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
And the Mavericks with possession here after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Doncic happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. Kleber with it. Lillard picks him up. And here's Doncic from the arc. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Sinks the 15-footer. Doncic has got 6.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Lillard looking around. .51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Kicks to Covington. 11 feet away. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Powell. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
An average shooter from deep, it's important that Doncic continues to work on this part of his game.
McCollum outside. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Mavericks leading by 4. Doncic with it. 9 points in the game so far. From deep. No good on the shot. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals with the big loss.
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Collins, also Enes Kanter out there, Anthony out there with McCollum, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. The Mavericks leading. Doncic right side. And the shot is good. Doncic has got 11 points.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Pass to Collins. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Collins has got his first 2 points.
Capable of torching you from that spot. Collins looking very comfy.
And, you know, if you only look at the box score for Zach Collins, then you're missing the whole picture. He's a terrific defender.
I agree with you, GA. I think his scoring is going to come, but obviously they have potent guard play, and that's not much needed. What is needed is on the interior, him being active as a big man and defending around the rim. That is something that Zach Collins is capable of doing. Melo showing some muscle, impressive right there with that physical finish.
Doncic outside. It's blocked. And it's the Trailblazers on the break.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
Mavericks trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here's Brunson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Richardson, no luck. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Trailblazers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Cullen passes to Collins. Mavericks with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
I like to see Richardson up there and finishing strong.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Anthony, no one around. Cantor. And it's Melly with the rebound. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Collins. Powell, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard attacking and finished off by Nurkic.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
1:12 left to play here in the half. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Richardson against Lillard. Down low. Here's Nurkic shooting foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Second chance shot. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Kleber's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. They're in good position at the half after a second quarter that was... And that's a wrap with the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Mavericks leading by 4. Doncic outside. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that. And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
And it's blocked.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Doncic against Lillard. Now Doncic gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Lillard from outside. Kleber with the rebound.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Doncic feeling it out. Up top, Porzingis. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
And it's Doncic missing. Trailblazers trail by 10. Pass to Lillard.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
The 3 for Doncic. Jacks up a 3. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Nailed from three-point land. Doncic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Portland's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Covington dishes to Powell.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Robert Covington. Anthony's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Nicole O'Malley comes in for Maxi Kleber. Josh Richardson's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Well, maybe the length coming into play this time for Cauley Stein is he's up and over the top of everyone.
Richardson with the double team. Here's Simons. Misses off the left iron.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Powell against Doncic. Lets a floater go.
Terrific instincts defensively as Zach Collins able to reach over and get that one.
And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to 11 on the bucket from Powell.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Doncic, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Anthony with the bucket. Anthony's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Trailblazers.
Bully ball in action as Melo gets himself way deep into the paint where he knows he can score.
Doncic outside. From deep three-point range, again the miss by the Mavericks. Launches it, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Dallas in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Powell is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. Well, it's clear that Porzingis has some athleticism. That dunk right there, ferocious.
And the pass to McCollum. Here's Simons. Back to McCollum. Over Richardson. Offensive rebound. Nurkic. Feeds it to McCollum. Takes a three. That shot is off. Now the Mavericks take it the other way.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And here's Richardson outside, and it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them. And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Kleber finds Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Just 5 to shoot. Left block shot on the way. Here's Porzingis, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Tough to match up with the length of Porzingis, and when he's floating around there, sometimes those rebounds are going to come up, and he's just too big to not get some.
Pulls up on the elbow. Here's Nurkic. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Doncic right side. From deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Pass to Simons. In the corner, Powell with it. Kleber against Anthony. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. It's good.
Nice shot selection there. Nurkic finding a shooting window and making that one count.
Now, here's Doncic. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. And they double up Doncic.
Gives the team such a great element, having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Back to McCollum over Richardson. And that one hits back iron. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Simons surveying the D. Pass to McCollum. Here's Simons. Richardson cover for 3. But they get it back. Anthony kicks to McCollum. And the 3 off target.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Mavericks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
Just a force on the glass. Did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the basket by McCollum.
It was so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. Here's Doncic. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the It. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Marcus Morris, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Ibaka in at the center position. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. Beverly the pass to Morris. Now Ibaka. Beverly finds Leonard. He can't get it to go. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Powell, no one around him, misses the 3. Here's the Clippers. George dishes to Ibaka. Portland grabs the miss.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
The shot by Powell, no good. The Clippers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Morris into the lane. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
With a quick, accurate release, McCollum thrives on catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. That's tipped. And is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. George passes to Morris. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Nurkic the pass to McCollum. Now here's Powell. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Leonard inside. Powell's there. And the wide open shot from Morris. And it's off from three-point range. Kicks it out to Lillard. Fires the three. It's hauled in by George.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Morris throws it down.
Wow, and really, when Morris gets ahead of steam behind him, look out. Just a remarkable finish.
Lillard from outside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Over in the corner, Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And what's interesting about Ibaka, he's played basketball internationally ever since joining the NBA back in 08. In fact, he won a silver medal with Spain in 2012.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Robert Covington. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. And the basket by Lillard.
Such a smart play. Lillard willing to take the jumper from the mid-range.
1:31 left in the first quarter. Cousins against Collins. And that one's good. Cousins.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Here's Ibaka. No good there. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Pass to Anthony. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
So he gets them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the first. At the top of the key, Cousins. And the rejection by Collins.
An established defender at a young age. Collins has the timing and the reach to block shots.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Now, here's Lillard. Stolen by Jackson. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Kennard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Amazing floor awareness from Cousins. Skilled at spotting the open man.
And a deep three from Lillard. Misses the deep three-point attempt. The shot missing. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Los Angeles on top as they end the first quarter on a 12-4. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from being in a big family. You know, as a kid, I would go to...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the shooting guard.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a roll out on his team.
Man passes to Leonard. Passes to Cousins. Anthony against Leonard. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that two-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come and fire it from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Kennard, the pass to man. Leonard looking over the floor. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Collins in the post. Zubac's defending. Pulls it up. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Enes Kanter.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Kanter's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
And here's Kennard. That 3 off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Well, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Here's Kennard. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Cousins. Lays it up and banks it in. Cousins has got 6.
The bruising power of Cousins. Once he gets in prime position, he goes straight to work.
Anthony in the corner. Kanter finds Lillard. From deep three-point range, that shot no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Man passes to Kennard. No good on the triple. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
The pass to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Boogie is a beast inside. It's going to take a lot more than a little contact to stop him from finishing.
Kennard against Lillard. And the rejection by Cousins. Man passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Back to Lillard from past the arc. And it's Lillard again missing for Los Angeles. They've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. And good that time. And now a 3-point Clipper lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Kanter. Misses the one-handed jam.
He's not about to get dunked on. The last line of defense coming up.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime. And Kenny, like Kawhi Leonard, Paul George doesn't show a whole lot of emotion. He lets the production speak for itself. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. It's a three-point game, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. And George kicks to Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
I tell you what, he looks fresh coming out of halftime if that possession's any indication.
And so here's Portland. Three-pointer, Lillard. No good on that one.
Can't get anything to fall, but it hasn't gotten him down. I mean, he's still gunning. I guess he's still trying to contribute.
Clippers moving the ball around. Outside, George. The feed to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Pass to McCollum. Outside, Covington. Inside, it's Powell on the wing. Launches a three. Good on the triple. Powell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Ibaka down low. Powell on him. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And the Clippers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard surveying the D. In the corner, Powell with it. Looking to get back on track here. And he could knock it. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well. Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
And at 280 pounds, I mean, Nurkic is difficult to deter, even when you hit him. I mean, he's just so strong.
George with the ball. And it's George finishing it off.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Nurkic against Ibaka. Deflects the pass. Clock at 6. George dishes to Beverly. That one drops for him. And it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
3-pointer, Lillard. Rebound by the Clippers. George has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
Beverly, the pass to Morris. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. It's 2-on-1. Portland no good that time either. Clippers leading by 8. There's 47 seconds left in the third. McCollum against George. 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. And then for the Clippers, Mann's checked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for George. Now Beverly. Passes it to Kennard. Takes it from 10. That one's not going to go. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we've got Luke Kennard. Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Batum, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Kennard kicks to Jackson from about 19 feet. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And here's McCollum for 3. Los Angeles leading by 8. Now here's Cousins. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Oh, as good as he is at creating his own shot, Kennard is also a solid distributor. Doesn't miss the open man when he spots it.
Back to Powell. There's the 3. Kennard with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Batum kicks to Kennard. Now the pass to Jackson. Free throw line jump shot. They get it back. Zubac outside Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he... Textbook.
The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Outside Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Over Anthony. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Clippers leading by 8. And Batum kicks to Kennard. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Everybody wants shooters like Kennard these days. Keep hitting threes, Luke. It'll earn you lots of dough.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's Simons missing.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Outside, Batum. To the inside. Zubac the pass to Cousins. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And 12 points here for Cousins.
big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Passes it to Kennard. A three-pointer, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Powell for three. Hits it from three-point range.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And here's Jackson. Here's Kennard. The shot is good off the backboard. Kennard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
There you see why you want the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He can clearly set the table.
A three from McCollum. The Clippers grab the miss.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Los Angeles.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DeMarcus Cousins.
He had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was a complete package.
The pass to Cousins. Rebounded by Anthony. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it.
Pass to McCollum. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Out to the right wing. Back to Powell. Fires the three. Good!
And his presence as a scorer.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. NBA Live on 2K. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Gordon in at the small forward. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the 3 slot. Jokic with the bucket. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And it's McCollum off the drive. Porter with the steal. Here's Murray up on top. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Lillard from outside, and it's Denver with the rebound. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Porter passes to Gordon. Outside for Murray. Porter against Covington. Passes to Jokic. 6 to shoot. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jokic has got his second basket.
Jokic doing a nice job getting right to the spot and capitalizing, taking advantage of the high percentage shots.
And stolen by Murray. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
McCollum with the ball. Will it go? And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
To the wing right side. Jokic finds Porter. The offensive rebound. Jokic on the follow.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Lillard against Murray. Lillard misses. The Nuggets leading by 8. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Powell with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Outside Covington. Jokic with the steal. Bull with it. Lillard picks him up. Lob pass to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Shot clock at 5. Here's Murray. Jokic. It's good on the putback.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
It's Powell on the wing. And it's McCollum in the corner. Lillard outside. Powell kicks to Lillard. Portland again missing. The Nuggets on offense. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Pass to Gordon. Porter looking it over. There's the pass to Bull. Covington with the steal. Here's Powell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. And a miss there on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Powell for 3. Drills it from outside. Powell's got it back down to within single digits for the Trailblazers. Murray outside. That one goes. Just count it.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Lillard outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Murray outside. Rebounded by Covington.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 8 from Portland. We're back in a moment. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's
mentality of how we play, how we move the ball, how unselfish we are, next pass mentality, next man up mentality, and just keep each other alive.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nuggets.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Anthony. And it's Simons in at the point guard.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Morris, left side, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And here's McCollum for 3. Morris with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 12. Gordon kicks to Barton. He lobs it up. That one misses. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. And here's McCollum for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Anthony left side. Shoots. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Simons has got his first points in this one. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And he gets the bucket. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level.
Oh, get it! Just scratch the rim. Oh, what a throw down there, man.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself, couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Powell's checked in. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Denver. And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Collins dishes to Cantor. Back to Collins. Anthony on the wing. Over Morris. Anthony's shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
So for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Zach Collins. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic has checked in for Millsap. Michael Porter comes in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Jamal Murray in for Will Barton. It's Powell on the wing. Jokic against Nurkic. Three-pointer, Lillard. Out to Anthony. Powell for three, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here. And fellas, Jamal Murray is an out-and-out scorer. Running off screens or off bounds, he's always in it. And
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Murray out there with Porter. And there's Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Bol in at the 5. McCollum fires from way outside.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And, you know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Now Murray. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Out of bounds, Denver takes possession. The Nuggets leading by 13.
Boy, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Back to Covington. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Off target from outside.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
And a wide open look for McCollum. His three-pointers off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 15. Gordon kicks to Jokic. Lob pass to Gordon. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. In the corner, Powell with it. Outside, Covington. Out to the wing. Shoots the three. Denver grabs the miss. Murray outside. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. McCollum with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to McCollum. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
For the Trailblazers, Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Denver also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bull. And Barton subbed in for Aaron Gordon. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 12.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And stolen by Murray. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the third. Scooped up. The kick out to Porter. From deep. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 21.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
Lillard with it. Now guarded by Barton. Trying to end the drought. Lillard misses.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Jokic kicks to Barton. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists now in this one.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Nuggets.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. The shot's good.
And Murray is really deadly with the catch-and-shoot jumper. When the defense isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with him.
And Lillard gets double-teamed. The shot off the left rim and out.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Deep 2 from Murray. They get it again. The kick out to Barton. Outside Porter from downtown. Denver gets it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And so it's Denver sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Anthony out there with Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. 5 to shoot. From deep 3-point range. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And it's Lillard missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Jokic inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. Millsap dishes to Green. Here's Jokic, the 11-footer. And again, Denver no good. Trailblazers trail by 21. Nurkic with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Foul for 3. Paul Millsap with the rebound. For Denver, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Murray against Powell. And he banks in the layup. Gregor, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Pass to Powell.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Morris, no good. Trailblazers trail by 20. Simons, the pass to Anthony. Portland moving the ball around. Back to Powell. Anthony against Green. Anthony gets to Lillard. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. McCollum comes in for Anthony Simons. The Nuggets also changing it up. Bol, he's checked in for Millsap. And it's Aaron Gordon in for Nikola Jokic. Here's Morris, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nuggets?
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Michael Porter comes in for Murray. Powell, no one around him. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Morris looking over the floor. Right side, Porter lets it go with the three. Outside, Gordon. The three ball. And it's Portland with the rebound. McCollum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nuggets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jokic.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
And that one's good, Lillard.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Morris passes to Jokic. That one good for 2. And the Nuggets lead by 18.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
The shot by Powell, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. It's Jones on the wing. Pass to Giles. They double him with Green. Poke loose. It's stolen by Green. Gordon kicks to Rivers. Puts up a 3. Little with the rebound. And here's Hollis Jefferson. No good. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Now, here's Doncic. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And finished off by Nurkic.
That's a big body there with Nurkic coming through. He knows he's got size on most guys he's going to play against.
Now, here's Doncic. First quarter, just over a minute played. A pass to Porzingis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
That's a big target in Porzingis, but he delivers.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. It's a three-point game. Kicks it out to McCollum. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock. Powell, no one around him. Trailblazers keep it alive. Covington wide open. He fires from beyond the arc and then some.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
Lillard against Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Powell. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 5. And Doncic throws it down.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Josh Richardson's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And then for the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now Porzingis following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got his second bucket.
They're going to take a little bit more to get Porzingis off of his sweet spot in his offensive game now.
Here's Simons. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Doncic. Good D by McCollum.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Now here's McCollum. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Great positioning on the putback.
I feel like Melo has always been a guy who doesn't mind hanging around down low, knocking guys around a little bit, and getting great second chance opportunities.
Here's Brunson. Back to Doncic. With some arc. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. And it's Nicolo Melli in for Maxi Kleber. And then for the Trailblazers, Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Collins subbed in for Norman Powell. Outside Collins. Simons, the pass to Collins. McCollum outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. In the corner, Collins with it. Passes it to Simons. The pass to Cantor. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Mavericks leading by 4. 30 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Brunson finds Powell. To the middle. Banked in off the glass.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to McCollum. Anthony in the corner. Simons surveying the D. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the team's camaraderie.
What we've learned is staying together, staying with.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
On the floor for Portland, Enes Kanter is out there with Collins. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Anthony. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard position. Simons, the pass to Collins. Down low. From deep. That shot off the mark. And it's Dallas the other way.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Here's Finney-Smith, covered by Anthony. Powell, that's good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school, Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Now here's Anthony. Pass to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Brunson against Lillard. A floater, and it's laid in by Brunson. Brunson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Here's Finney-Smith. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Portland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Simons, the pass to Collins. To the left wing. Dishes it to Kanter. Richardson against Anthony. Pass to Collins. Here's Simons. Kanter kicks to Lillard. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Portland making their last shot. Runs in the pass to Powell. And Kanter pulls it down.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Passes it to Simons. Over to the wing. Lillard way outside. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Porzingis comes in for Nicolo Melli. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Zach Collins. And Norman Powell subbed in for Anthony Simon.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Powell for three. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hardaway for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Anthony on the wing. Nurkic kicks to Covington. There's the triple. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Richardson against Lillard. Knocked loose and out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Lillard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. McCollum, no good. From deep three-point range, doesn't go for him. And so it's Dallas in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this video. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 10 points and 1 assist. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Mavericks? And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Doncic, no good. Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard from outside, and it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. The Maverick shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Mavericks leading by 9, and the pass to Finney-Smith. Inside. Goes up with a stripe. That one doesn't drop. Now Portland takes it the other way. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
And it's Doncic missing.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Covington kicks to Powell. Sinks the triple. Powell's got 6.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Over Lillard. Doncic with the bucket. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
A 3 from McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Doncic outside. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Finney Smith. He takes the 12-footer and hits.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and the Trailblazers, another three. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had one in the first quarter and still zero here in the second.
Powell for three. Connects from three-point range. He's got 9.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line. Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second three of the game. One in each half.
Covington finds Lillard. Offensive rebound. And here is Powell. Trailblazers moving the ball around. It's Covington on the wing. Back to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Passes to Covington. Wants to get it to Doncic. And does. Deep. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. For the three. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Lillard. And there's the pass to Powell. Back to McCollum. The three. And no good. Gets it off. That one, no good. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've got... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Anthony is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Norman Powell.
Oh, man. Caution. Wham.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that bench. You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Cauley Stein dishes to Doncic. Back to Cauley Stein. Powell against Doncic. And that one is good. Doncic has got 23.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
It's Powell on the wing. Good on the three-point shot. Powell's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Now, this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Simons, no good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Porzingis. Sinks that one from the post. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
I think the talk about Porzingis being soft on the inside might be a little misguided. Playing pretty hard right now.
Pass to Covington. To the inside. Over to the left wing. Back to McCollum. He kicks it to Powell. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Portland again missing. Mavericks leading by 7. Now here's Brunson. Out to Porzingis. Portland grabs the miss. Outside Anthony. McCollum outside. Outside Covington. Pass to Powell. Anthony dishes to McCollum. A three-pointer off the mark. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And here's Doncic from the arc. Powell pulls it in.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
For 3, Covington buries the long-range jumper.
Big-time hoop from Covington. He's had to earn everything he's gotten in his NBA career.
Brunson kicks to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 6. There's a minute 47 left here in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
Yeah, more than half of their scoring has been through him. It hadn't been selfish either. That's the way they mapped this thing out, and they knew what a tough matchup he'd be for their D, so they just decided to ride it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Josh Richardson sub in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappy. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Thank you, David. From deep three-point range, Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
Doncic against Nurkic. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Doncic. Rebounded by Covington.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Doncic against Powell. Now Doncic. Count it!
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're down by 2. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have...
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge. The view high above our broadcast locations. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Beverley. Ibaka in the post. Looking on Nurkic, and Ibaka slams it in.
And for Serge nowadays, most of his offense comes from beyond the arc or at the rim.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Pass to Powell. Trailblazers moving the ball around. 4 on the clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. Get the shot. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
A nice shot by George. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Now Morris, after Robert Covington missed from long range. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Beverley. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
I love the patience Beverley has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
To the left side wing. Outside, Covington. Pass to Powell. Fires from deep. Portland again missing. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. High post shot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Here's Lillard. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Leonard kicks to George. From outside, off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 6. The 3 from McCollum. Morris with the rebound. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Anthony's checked in, and it's Lillard missing. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles. Oh!
Yes! Yes! Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Passes it to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Lets the three fly. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
George against Powell. High post try. The shot, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Three-pointer. Paul George grabs the miss.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Over in the corner, Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open, and it's Damian Lillard with the 3. Lillard's got 8 points.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
I'll tell you, for a veteran, Ibaka still gets sky high on these alley-oops.
Lillard against Beverly, and a wide open look for McCollum. No good with the triple. Clippers leading by 4. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
The pass to Anthony. Back to Lillard. Here's the 3. It's not going to go for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers lead by 6. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he stays
humble beginnings. You know, I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Jackson is out there with Kennard. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Batum in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And here's Jackson. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to McCollum. Beyond the arc. He can't hit that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Kennard for 3. And Cancer pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Back to McCollum. This one for 3. It's good from long range. McCollum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. McCollum with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. McCollum dishes to Cantor. Shot clock at 6. And here's Anthony for 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Jackson. Outside, Batum. Off target with the open look. Portland's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Kennard against McCollum. Back to Anthony. The 3. Not going to go that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Kennard against McCollum. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Collins. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Pulls up for 3. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Jackson passes to Cousins. 1:43 left in the first half of basketball. And there it is for us. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Again, McCollum missing. And so Ibaka, he'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Floats it up for Cousins. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Natural-born finisher, DeMarcus Cousins bringing the hammer.
And it's McCollum in the corner. 3-pointer. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got it all tied up now for Portland.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
Outside Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. The Clippers on top, up by 2. And now we'll see. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 8 points.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. Pass to Leonard from the arc. No good, shot missing. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Powell, no one around him. No good on the 3. The Clippers trail. Beverly with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Here's Morris. Again, the Clippers.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. The tray. Lillard misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Leonard. Chalk up 2 there.
Pushing the action. Always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
George against McCollum. Over in the corner, Lillard. From deep. Now here's Powell. D right on him. Back to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Lillard from outside. Can't hit that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Leonard. Rebounded by Covington. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Powell for 3. He can't get that one.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5. Looking for some continuity.
Leonard kicks to Zubac. Back to Leonard. And George now top of the key. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a switch here. Mann's checked in. Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Beverly against Lillard. Right side, Leonard. Lets it go from deep. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard from outside. Rebound by the Clippers.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Now Beverly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Over in the corner, Zubac. And the Clippers miss again.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
The shot by Powell, no good.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Baca against Nurkic. Right side, George. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Lillard to end the run. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Beverly's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Powell against George. A 3 from Morris. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Lillard, the pass to Anthony. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Clippers leading by 7. Feeds to Morris. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Excellent pass, PG-13. Keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Here's Lillard. Count it from 12. Lillard's got 13 points.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Los Angeles.
Now here's Beverly. And so it's Los Angeles. Heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Jackson. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Reggie Jackson, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ibaka. Then there's Batum, and it's Kennard in at the 2 spot. And it's good for 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lillard from outside, kept alive, and staying with the play, Anthony.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Jackson with it. Passes it to Ibaka. They get a hand on it. Pocket 6. Takes the 3. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Goes up again. Cousins, no good. Trailblazers trail by 7. The 3 from McCollum. The rebound by Ibaka.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Tries again. From inside. Portland grabs the miss. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. McCollum with the ball. Drains the wing trade.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Here's Jackson. Six to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Zubac is checked in for Serge Ibaka. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Nurkic checked in for Anthony. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And Leonard gets it to go.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
McCollum kicks to Powell. And the pass to Simons. He feeds it to Nurkic. Pass to Powell. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Paul George. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Beverly. Releases. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 4 rebounds in this game. Powell with it. Leonard picks him up. Near the 3-point line, it's McCollum. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. A 3 from McCollum. Nailed from 3-point land. McCollum's got 6 in the quarter.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
And here's Beverly. Morris passes to Ibaka. Outside Leonard. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Ibaka slams it in.
He's been there before, played in big moments of big games. Ibaka coming through in the clutch.
Simons, the pass to Powell. Shoots the 3. And it's Simons missing.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Beverly finds George. Portland grabs the miss.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
The consummate team player, Paul George, is an excellent leader, and he's cool to let others lead also. Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
Three-pointer, Lillard laces one from three.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a three-point lead. Time call here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Let's face it, really difficult to find an open three in this situation. Look, there's no secret. It's the only shot that'll save him. So the D is all over the perimeter guarding that three-point line.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game. So the Clippers with the win. Probably a little closer than they... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it. Up next, Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then there's Bull, and it's Porter in at the 2 spot. McCollum kicks to Covington from past the arc. Kicks it out to Lillard. And that's a foul called on Bull. That's his first foul.
You want your team to be aggressive on the glass, but he was a little too zealous for that rebound.
Yeah, it appeared to me as he was trying to get a piggyback ride, man. That's an easy call to make and gonna be called every time.
Powell for 3.
And Gordon really a hustler at the defensive end, always trying to contest the shot whenever he can.
Porter passes to Gordon. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Stolen by Gordon. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Jokic throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
To the middle. Covington kicks to Lillard. Porter with the steal. Stolen by McCollum. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Portland has possession. Portland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Lillard from outside. Denver grabs the miss. Murray left side. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Porter dishes the Bull. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Rebounded by Covington. The Trailblazers have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now Porter, after the miss, 3 from Damian Lillard. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
They get it back. Kicks it out to McCollum. Powell, no one around him. That falls. Ice feed that time from McCollum.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now, here is Morris. And he makes good on the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Lillard, the pass to Cantor. Portland moving the ball around. Powell for 3. And no good that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's the pass to Jokic. Makes it off the glass.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Lillard dishes to Cantor. Lillard outside. Fires for 3. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
And Barton throws it down.
Yeah, you can't forget about the jumping ability of Barton now. I mean, this guy is phenomenal at finishing off these alley-oops.
Back to Lillard. Pass to McCollum from the arc. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Denver leading by 6. Oh, Moore's in position.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Connects from three-point range. Lillard's got 6.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
McCollum, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 7. Millsap kicks to Morris. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Powell. Lets the 3 fly.
Fantastic defensive instincts. Encouraging signs of progress from Jokic.
And so it's Denver. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington out there with Anthony. Then it's Collins. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at point guard. Now, here's Covington. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Right side, Porter. Throws it up high, and it's McGee with the jam. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
it. You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And a wide open look for Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Porter Jr. has a unique combination of size and skill, and as a result, able to beat defenders in the catch-and-shoot game.
Now here's Anthony. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Here's McGee. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Nuggets lead by 18.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Back to McCollum. Can they get it? Rebound by Murray.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Here's Simons. Off target with his 3. Denver leading by 18. Green, the pass to Porter. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Jacks up a 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. McGee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Murray with the jam.
Hey, Murray's reputation and profile is that of a scorer. I mean, that's what he is, but he's also showing you that he's not afraid to get his hands dirty either.
Here's Simons, and a wide-open look for McCollum, and he's good on the 3 ball. McCollum's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Martin in the corner, the 3. Unable to get that one. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Simons. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. McGee's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And here's McCollum for 3. Drains the 3-pointer. McCollum's got 6 points.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter. And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And Ben Gregg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Pass to Porter. Stolen by Collins. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Bol, he's checked in for Jamal Murray. Millsap comes in for Green. Gordon's checked in for Michael Porter. And Morris subbed in for Barton. Down low, Powell with the steal. Now Cantor. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Damian Lillard. Morris with the ball. To the wing on the left. Here's Bol. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move. And he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Lillard from deep three-point land. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. 13 points up at the end. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have a 13-point lead. And
well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Nuggets. They've got Michael Porter. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Bull in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Lillard controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Murray against Lillard. And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
No answer from Murray from the defense so far. Absolutely ferocious at taking it inside.
Lillard dishes to Covington. That three off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Lillard.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
And the dunk by Bull.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Now here's Lillard. 14 points for him. Launches it. And it's Denver with the rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Floats it up for Jokic. A shot off that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
A three from McCollum. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And, boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Kicks it out to Gordon. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kansas. Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. And a switch here also for Portland. Simons is checked in. To the middle. It's deflected. An even 3-on-3 break. Launches a three. Buries it from three-point range.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's Jokic. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Jokic has got 5 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Here's Simons. Lillard outside. 5 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And Portland with a change here, too. Norman Powell's checked in for Enes Kanter.
Well, he could have taken himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
The pass to Simons. Fires the three. The shot that time, not on target. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Simons has got 6.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And McGee kicks to Millsap. Right wing for three. Murray. Portland grabs the miss. Nobody near Lillard. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. Got that bucket in no time at all. Lillard's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Trailblazers. Here's Morris. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this area.
I bet it does. The Nuggets making a switch here. Green's checked in. Trailblazers trail by 11. And here is Powell. Three-pointer, Lillard. And Bull pulls it down.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Green slams it in.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide-open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Covington. Back to Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. Portland again missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Poked away, and so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Jokic, he's checked in for Green. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. And it's off from three-point range. The Nuggets leading by 13 to the inside. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Nuggets have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll and finished off by Porter.
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
Now here's Lillard. The tray. Kicks it out to Covington. Pass to Lillard. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 16 points here in the second half. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And did they really just pull that off?
I think they did, Greg. Astounding play.
Yeah, guys, I tell you what, there are alley-oops, and then there are alley-oops upside your head.
Pass to Powell. It's McCollum on the wing. Clock at 6. The shot by Powell, no good. And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. They led the game at one point by 20. It's tipped. Covington with the steal. Lillard with it. Guarded now by Morris. Lillard, the pass to Powell. There's the three. And it's Damian Lillard with the three. Lillard's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Now, here's Nurkic. It's McCollum on the wing. Three-pointer, Lillard. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Denver.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Aaron Gordon.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Now here's Powell. This one for 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Gordon finds Morris. Here is Porter. Covington against Jokic. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Feeds it to Bull. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The 3 from McCollum knocks down the 3 ball.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.